So here we're going to be looking at the student experience of entering Socrative and starting this particular quiz that we set up in the previous video. Now, as a student, all I need to do is go to student login. So I'm on the iPad now. This is what the student would experience. They've actually gone to the website, but there is an app for free which they can download. They simply go to student login, and once they've done that, they put in the room name. Now, remember we talked about the room name before. In this case, it is Tutor 5878, and they join, and that will take them to ask them to put their name in, and obviously we want them to put the correct name in. That's just a little point. Make sure they put the right name in so that you know who they are, and it looks as if it's surname first. So in this case it's going to be Smith Simon, and Smith Simon is entered, and he's taken straight to the quiz. Now this is really great now, because this is what he sees. He's got this question about the media. Which of the following does not make up the media? Now he's going to make a choice A to E. Have a look at this area here as he makes that choice. So Mr. Simon Smith is going to decide that he's not quite sure. He's going to say the internet is not the correct response. If he scrolls down, he could submit the answer, and you can see straight away a number of things happening. Let's stay with the student for a moment. He gets the feedback straight away. Remember we said in the previous video that we give immediate feedback. He's told that the correct answer is gossip, and he's given an explanation about what gossip is and why that might be the correct answer. Back over from the teacher's point of view, the teacher can see that Simon Smith chose E as a response, and it's gone red, showing that that is the incorrect response. Okay, now up here we've got various options that the teacher can use. It's got 10% there because that represents 10% of the progress. Remember, this is a 10 question quiz. He's taken one question, which is 10%. Now what we could do is we could change that to a score of percentage, and then because he got that one wrong, he's got 10%, he's got 0%, so he hasn't yet got off the mark. Equally, we could go to his score, and we can see that he still hasn't scored anything yet because of course the first question was incorrect. So that's really great. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to populate this a little bit more with some more correct answers and incorrect answers, and we can see how the teacher can use that information in a rich way to inform practice. So I'm just going to go ahead and answer the questions so that you can see in real time how it would look from the teacher's point of view and the student's point of view going through this. I'm just going to whiz through it. I can't remember what the answers were. Some I'm going to get correct, some I'm going to get wrong, deliberately incorrect, and you can see there straight away how the scoreboard is being populated and the student is receiving direct feedback straight away to help them with him or her with their learning, which is wonderful. You can also see, if we look over here, how the scoreboard is the score is picking up, and so there's all sorts of different information there for the teacher and the student in real time, which is fantastic. Now that's finished the quiz, so the student's going to click OK on the last one, and that gives them their final score. They got 6 out of 10, 60%. Okay, so not brilliant, but it's okay. Now, what the student can see once they finish that is that they are waiting for the teacher to do another activity. So we'll minimize that for just the moment and focus on this. So lots of content here. Now remember we said before that if we wanted to project this onto the board, we might decide to hide names. So toggle here, you can see that Simon Smith's name's disappeared, so then it gives them a little bit more privacy, if you like. If I bring that back, what I can also do is hide the answers, so he knows what his score is, but we don't know exactly whether he got each one right or wrong. So there's options there, and then I can change percentages, I can change progress as well. So he's finished it, done 100%, that was his score. So really, really useful information there on an individual level. Now if you imagine that there are a number of other students here as well, and they're all getting number 2 wrong, that would indicate to me that question 2, clearly there's a problem there with knowledge, and so I can navigate to that area and find out exactly what the situation is. So let's just imagine for this example that there are more than one student there. I'm going to go to click point 2, and that takes me to the question, so we can review the question. This is really great for reteaching, especially if there are misconceptions that we've identified. So I can project this on the board, And I can do some whole class teaching or group teaching for identified individuals if they need it. So we can go over here to how did we do. Okay, we know that only 1 out of 1 student answered this, but let's say you had 12, 15, 20, however many students in your class who were doing this. How did we do? And it would give me a percentage of those who got it right and those who got it wrong. Obviously, because there's only 1 student, it's 100% wrong. But it's really useful for us to be able to see, okay, how many of the class got this right, how many of the class got it wrong, so that we can then do some intervention if required.